old are you?
23.
Are you single?
I am.
If I wanted to take you on a first date, would $30 be enough for a good time?
Absolutely not. What?
No.
No. For a good time?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Because I am me. This is my own body. Like, why would I just give it up for $30? I wouldn't give it up for no money. Like, what the? Well, not like in person or anything. Like,
Hold on. What do you constitute a good time?
a good time? What do you mean a good time?
What do you mean a good time?
What do you mean?
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you.
I said if $30 was enough for a good time.
And why $30? Why money? Why not, like, life,
I'm saying, is $30 enough to have a good first date?
Oh, a date? You were talking about a date?
What did you think I was talking
I thought
about?
you were talking about, people selling their...
Having
Yes.
Why would you have to the man for $30?
I don't know. You didn't specify on what you were saying. You're like, $30, something about this, blah, 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 blah. You are asking a drunk person right now.
Why were you just staring at me?
What?
Cotton 4K, champ.
You got ring lights, did you?
I'm trying to document my fitness journey. Instead, I'm documenting creeps like you.
I'm gonna finish up over there. Good luck with
You
everything.
wish you could handle all this,
All right. Yeah.
sicko.
Whoa, why were you just staring at me?
Are you being serious right now?
Save it, dude.
Oh.
It's all going on my day in the life gym vlog.
You brought a camcorder to the gym? Why would you do
Because
that?
I'm trying to document my fitness
That's
journey.
like from the 90s,
But
dude.
instead, I'm documenting creeps like you.
Okay, look, miss.
This is where we're at in today's day and age.
Why were you staring at me?
I wasn't staring at you.
Save it! It's all going in the documentary.
You say documentary?
Surprise!
Camera speed. Sound speeds.
Okay, punch it in for a close-up on the creep.
And that's when I knew it was time to switch gyms.
You brought a cameraman and a sound guy to the
I
gym.
wanted to make a Netflix documentary about my fitness journey, but instead I'm filming it about creeps like you! Is there a problem, sir?
Just let me leave the gym in peace.
Sicko. Scumbag.
You disgust me.
This is going in my photo collage. This is going in my home videos.
And this is going in my scrapbook.
This is going in our movie.
And so our story concludes with this creepy little lurking loser not learning his lesson.
You brought a film crew and a film director to the gym?
He's won 3 Oscars.
You're gonna get a lot of work in this business, pal. They're playing the creep. It's gonna sell out everywhere.
Just let me leave the gym in peace!
Then don't be with him. Because there's a woman out there that would probably appreciate who he is and actually be somewhat offended when he puts himself down. Because she knows that's not true about him. And it's one thing to encourage him to grow and improve himself in the areas that he wants to grow and improve in. You shouldn't be taking part in putting him down or making him feel horrible about himself. And when you hear a man talking like that, if you genuinely think there's maybe a little bit of space for him to improve himself, why not use that time to motivate and encourage him and bring him back up? Because him feeling bad about himself isn't going to encourage him to go out and fix it. It's just so crazy because if roles were reversed, a lot of women would actually ask these types of questions on purpose or say stuff like that on purpose for validation. And then when he failed to give her validation, he would be looked at like he's a terrible boyfriend. So why is it a man has to sit there and motivate you or encourage you? You can't do the same for him. If you're this type of woman, please just stay away from men completely and don't date anymore.
Everybody wanted to know where the good men are, but let me just explain to you what's stopping these good men from getting with you. This idea that a man should come along and take you as you are. He should accept you for who you are, how you feel, how you think, what you do, and he shouldn't question that. He should embrace it, right? That's what you want. But that man wasn't good enough to be with you, to get with you, until he did all the work. He had to become this amazing provider, which means he needed to put in extra work and effort towards his career, maybe his education. Maybe he had to really put in the work for a grind, whatever he was doing. But until he can provide a lavish lifestyle, you didn't think he was worth much of anything. You want to make sure that you have a man who's making solid, sound decisions. You want him to stay far away from all these girls in these streets where he can get somebody pregnant and have all these children out of wedlock, because you want to be the woman who comes along for this perfect man, right? But you don't want to do any work. Do you know why your grandmothers back in the day were able to get these men when they were young? That's because they spent their entire life being raised and taught how to be a good woman, how to make sound decisions, what men cared about. See, we frown upon that now. You call it misogynistic. But no matter what name you put on these things, it's not going to change that you can't control what a man is going to find attractive and what a man is going to pursue. You just can't. So you have two choices. Get on board and start putting in the work now, or be okay being single. The choice is always yours.
It's just like a woman's intuition, I guess.
Women don't have intuition, because if you had it, you wouldn't be single right now. You'd be in a relationship.
Not necessarily.
The guy that you was messing with for 6 months, you wouldn't have chose that man. If you had intuition, you would have seen the red flags.
I didn't follow my
and you would have dismissed
intuition
him.
once, so I don't have intuition.
You probably never followed your intuition with a man.
What do you mean?
Every guy that you've been with, did you break up with them?
Yeah.
Then that means you didn't follow your intuition.
How?
Because you chose a man and you also chose to break up with the man. If you were intuitive, you would have known that he wouldn't be the right man for you and you would avoid getting with him in the first place.
33, I had the harsh realization that I'm not my type's type.
This is good. This is good. Let's see if she can land the plane.
And that's probably why I've been losing in dating.
Yes! Lady, that is exactly what it is. And it sounds so much better coming from you than coming from me. But I want to say I am proud of this young lady because she finally did something that a lot of women will never do. She stopped blaming everybody else, looked in the mirror, and finally told herself the truth.
Remember, it's better to tell the truth.
And that's no lie. Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Men, I have a question, and I want you to answer honestly. Genuinely, like, how do you feel about women making the first move? Like, if a woman were to approach you and tell you that she finds you attractive, she wants to get to know you better, like, asking for your number or, like, asking to, like, go out with you, like, how do you feel about that? Like, do you appreciate someone coming up to you, or, like, do you want to be the one to do that? Like, does it almost feel, like, emasculating?
The only man I will ever trust to be a good man is the man whose girlfriend hates other men. Do not tell me you're a good man if your girlfriend is some pick-misha. When I see a woman who literally hates every other man but is down bad for her man, she keeps it real and she's like, no, that man's a piece of shit. She hates all other men, but she's down for her man. I know that's a good girl. That's a good girl with a good man. Because this is the kind of girl who literally will say, no, that man is a bad man, and she chose her man because her standards are so high, okay? She knows I would never be with that POS, all right? And so you know immediately that her man is a good man. Women who hate other men and have a boyfriend, like they're down for their boyfriend, but they're like, most men are pieces of, you know? Those are the good men, okay? So don't tell me you're a good man if your girlfriend is a pick-misha who's saying every man is a good man, I ride your for my man. Absolutely not. Because the girl who is down for her boyfriend is also, she hates men, is also the same one who will say, I'll leave if it's inconvenient for me. I'll leave if he cheats on me. I will leave. And he knows this, making him a good man. And if you know, you know, this is true. Okay?
I realized the problem with Oregon in the dating pool. I'm looking for a traditional man. Is that here? I don't know. Is it? Even like a country boy. One of those. Like, good values, good heart, you know, has integrity, takes accountability, and a man that sticks to their word. Period. I figured out my problem. Maybe I need to move to the South. I don't know.
Y'all, please stop letting hating men and women bully you out of finding and wanting to be with a rich man. There is literally no award for suffering. And being with a rich man is lit. Like, you're not stressed out. You can focus on yourself. You get to do one in a lifetime experiences. And worst case scenario, if you get played, at least you get a good return on your investment. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't.
I'm not throwing my self-esteem on the ground because a guy have money. A lot of these rich people are into some weird. And when you get into a relationship with them, they want to do a bunch of stuff to you. Have you guys seen Diddy? Huh? The that Cassie had to go through with that man and he had money? That's what some of y'all are going to go through.
You had a woman talking about, kind of have the caption when he's talking down on himself. And I really don't know what to say because I low-key couldn't agree more. Well, you do know what to say. You just don't want to seem like the jerk. So you put it on TikTok and you trash him on TikTok, right? This is what we're talking about when, modern women don't have any sort of emotional maturity or emotional intelligence. Number one. Number two, you would want a man in that situation. No, and modern women say it. I'm not up to his standards, but I must be so unique that he loved me and he just couldn't stay away. I know that I'm flawed and imperfect, but that's why I'm perfect, because it's my imperfections. That's why I'm great, is because I'm not great. That's because I'm strong, is because I'm weak, and all that other stuff. In some situations, you're just weak. You're not great, and you're imperfect. You're annoying. You're a nuisance. You are not a good partner. But yet and still, you would want a man to pay for that, to help you to grow, to help you to maneuver into a world until you can get back to where you were. There's actually a couple of examples I'm thinking about where a woman was fighting a deep depression and the man helped her through it. And when the man was going through it, she decided, I can't do that for you. It's another time when a woman was going through surgery, a whole lot of medical issues. A man helped her through that. And instead of being there for him, she's up in public talking about the spark is gone. I don't want to be with him anymore.
You want my number?
Yeah, I want your number.
Really?
Oh,
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good.
You said this is your brother?
No, it's my man.
Oh.
Seriously.
Oh, shit.
You're not gonna say nothing. You're fine if I give him my number.
I'll see.
Yeah, sure.
That was a test and you failed. Your man is not obligated to risk his health and safety every time another man wants your attention, right? It is up to you to make the decision not to give your attention to these men. What that woman should have immediately done is, this is my man, I'm getting behind him. Talk to him about it. What this woman should have done is immediately told him, get the fuck out of my face. You see that I'm here with my man, right? That's what the woman should have done. What did the woman do though? The opposite. And ended up giving out her number. It is not your man's job to fight for you. It is your man's job to protect you. Now, if this man came up and started harassing you, then yeah, you should be looking at your boyfriend like, are you going to do something about this? But if a guy comes up and asks you to give you his phone number or vice versa, a man's not obligated to do except see what you do as a result, right? Because at the end of the day, he's not obligated to get into a fight with every man that happens to want your phone number. What he's doing is he's seeing where your loyalty lies, especially while you're right in front of his face, right? If you're willing to give out your phone number with your man right in front of your face just because he didn't say anything, then you would probably give it out no matter what. Congratulations, you failed. With that being said, the prankster is corny as because jokes like this are not funny. And nobody should be thinking that they're funny. You're literally ruining relationships as a joke, right? But at the same time, you can say that he's helping relationships because this man is no longer going to spend time with a woman who would willingly give her phone number out to anybody. And as a man, you should have the integrity to at least speak up, but I completely understand not speaking up if you want to see how your woman would react to something. Last I checked, I'm not allowed to speak for you, so I'm not going to put myself into a situation or insert myself somewhere that I have no business being, because if I was to step up and say something, then you would have a problem with that too. And you also have to understand the mentality that this society has, right? Because we're in a society where women aren't property, right? Which is fair. But at the end of the day, the reason why men were so meticulous on no man touching or talking to their woman is because that woman was theirs. Now we live in a society where a woman can wake up and decide she doesn't want to be yours anymore. So why would you risk your health and safety or risk going to jail for over a woman that doesn't even belong to you?
I'm so sorry.
Sweetie, I promise you it's okay.
Are you mad at me?
No, I'm not mad, I promise. If we freak out, then we're gonna miss something, okay? If you need to go take a breath or whatever, go do that, and I'll get your car. It's okay, I promise.
I know.
It's just money.
I know, but that's a lot of money.
It's okay. We can make it back. It's okay.
Can we normalize treating our partners like this in general? Ladies, when he makes a mistake? Because I notice a lot of men react like this when you screw up. But they often don't get that same patience and compassion when they make a mistake. I just think something like this needs to go both ways. And I love that she's taking accountability. She's owning the fact that she messed up. She's apologizing for it.
I remember in my 20s, I would ask a whole bunch of women, what are you looking for? Just tell me. Because out of a good faith desire to just give a woman what she wanted. I thought that if I did that, it would increase my chances of getting into a fulfilling relationship with one. That's what I wanted. And I would get those. I like loyal men. I like kind men. I like to feel safe. And I was thinking, well, Jesus, I'm those things. Like, why am I having such a problem? And I realized the part that women always leave out is they do want those qualities, but they want those qualities from men that they're already attracted to. It's like if they're not attracted to a man, him being kind and gentle and committed and loyal is not going to transform her indifference into desire. The attraction always has to come first. So whatever factors go into determining female attraction, they don't have to do with what she says with her mouth, because on some level she's already decided, I'm attracted to that guy. I sure hope that he's kind and loyal, etc. But the attraction comes first. And so that's why, and this is the part that women always leave out, which can kind of mislead men, because it can make men think, well, I'll just be romantic, I'll be kind, I'll be patient, I'll help her. And they don't understand that these kinds of nice guy tendencies don't work to transform indifference into desire.
7-figure salary.
Right.
I need him to be at least 5'10". I feel like that's generous. Most men are 5'10" or above. So I need him to be at least 5'10". I need him to be obviously in very good shape. I need him to have a full head of hair. I want him to have an impeccable wardrobe. I want his suits to be tailored. I want him to look good in greens and blues because those are complementary to what I look good in. Absolutely no jewelry. Absolutely no tattoos.
Okay.
Unless the only tattoo that would be acceptable would be a very small tattoo if he were in a secret society. Never been married. No kids. I want to be his first wife. Our children are going to be his only children. No allergies. Has to like animals.
You would think it's a script, bro.
I would prefer that he's a cat person, but if he's a dog person, that's okay.
Somebody making 7 figures, don't do it, your mom. No, bro. Like, bro, she look like paint drying, bro.
British girls are not submissive enough for Nigerian men.
Lucky. What makes you think that?
British girls, we can be submissive, but there's a reason why I said submissive enough. An example would for me would be like a Nigerian man, sort of man to be like, I want to jump now. And you know, the normal response for a Nigerian woman would be how high. But me as a British woman, you're telling me jump. You jump first. So I jump
like, yeah, lead by example.
Jump first, because why do I need to jump? What about if I don't want to jump? What if my knee hurts? But if I don't jump in that moment, forget the fact that my knee is hurting me. You're not submissive. After I take care of you, after I look after you. How about this? jump with me. But the moment you start doing all of that now, you're
trying to say we're equal.
I'm not you the
Okay.
same. And I just sat down and I realized I don't think British girls are submissive enough for Nigerian men. A Nigerian man will still always go back to a Nigerian woman because fundamentally, Nigerian women only understand Nigerian men. Like, they understand each other perfectly. A Nigerian man, the sort of submission they're looking for is to close your mouth and sit there. When I tell you stand up, I will decide if you're going to the club today. Before, I liked to think I was a Nigerian girl till I got to Nigeria and met other Nigerian girls and realized what it really took to be submissive in the eyes of a Nigerian man. And I realized, you know what? Actually, it's not a bit of me. If I'm being honest, girls in Lagos, I don't want to generalize. Please don't be angry. I realize you lot are going through it. It looks really glamorous outside looking in. She even cooks, cleans, services him. Even if they argue, she's still there. She will even come back and still apologize and bring a fresh plate of offering. A British man would never. I'm now in my season where I want Europeans. You know, dealing with Mr. Barry's.
Now, this may shock some of you, but there are men out there that want to be with you for the long haul and are trustworthy. But you have to make sure that you're leveling up, because if you aren't, they're not even going to look your way. And by leveling up, I'm not talking about making yourself pretty or doing work here or straightening your hair. That doesn't matter to them. I mean, not really. I mean, they like that stuff to a degree, but they're going to end up liking anything about you. If they like you for your personality and what's on the inside, that's the truth of it. And isn't that what we want anyways?
Unpopular opinion, real women initiate. A real woman is going to let her man know exactly how bad she wants him. A real woman is not afraid to initiate or express what she needs and wants from that man. She's going to make him feel just as wanted as he makes her feel. She's going to show him that she wants him out loud, baby, unapologetically, because she understands that desire isn't one-sided. And real women don't worry about just receiving energy. They bring it.
How much money do you make from all this, can you say?
I'd say 2 to 3K a month.
2 to 3K a month?
Well, last month was good. I think I made like 4K.
That's not that good.
That's good.
That's not good.
Why?
That's actually very not good. I thought you would make more. I thought, I don't know.
I don't know why you're trying to diss me. What's your credit score? Do you know it or no?
No.
Do you have a debit card or just your dad's?
My dad's.
Makes sense. And how much money does he give you a month?
It's just like unlimited. Yeah.
Unlimited.
I always have access to it.
So we
You know
should
what I
probably make you pay for all that shit.
Something that I won't tolerate from women any longer is low effort. Let me explain. I told a girl I didn't have any food in my place, so she sent me some stuff from Instacart. Honestly, it was all good until I saw the whole milk. Who does that? Do you even like men at that point? Do you even care what goes into their bodies and how they process it? I cut her off right there because if she wanted to, she would. I have countless stories and posts on IG. It should have been easy enough to go down my feed and see that I only drink the highest quality of oat milk. What are you doing? And it's a shame because she actually dropped like 300 on me. So I'm set for like the next week. But still, whole milk? That really threw me for a loop, man. It might seem like something that's petty, but at our big age, that's bare minimum. Do better, ladies. And this is exactly what's happening in a lot of these situations. Modern women, they don't see a man's value or his worth until he can fully provide. And not only fully provide, but fully provide in the way that they would want and expect a man to provide. And a lot of times that's over and above what's actually necessary. Well, I wouldn't want anybody that's just the bare minimum that's necessary. Well, the thing is, you have a lot of things to work on yourself. Even though you might have money, even though you might be affording the nice cars and the nice house and the nice apartment or whatever it is, you got a house over here, you got a penthouse over there, there's still some things that you need to work on. Well, I go to yoga, I read books, there's still some things that you got to work on. Well, I go to church and I go to therapy, there's still a lot of things that you need to work on. Modern women, they think, once again, because they get a certificate, they got an education, they're in therapy, that they're perfect, they don't have anything to work on. And that's why you're single. That's why you're single. You think that you're just perfect and you're not.
If you're going around saying black women have attitudes and all this, you're most likely just square or corny. Black women have really good corny radars and DL radars. It's like kind of like installed in their software as they get older. It's just the programming keeps updating. So if you do some corny weird, then you might get an attitude for them. You might get a little distance from them. They might call you a name.
Men who make their content about pandering to women really piss me off.
And just in case you don't think that this man is a panderer, let's watch another video.
Your husband is dark skinned. You need to get you a dark skinned man this summer that's bearded with muscles and tattoos, good height, emotional stability, likes to go to church, gives you princess treatment adversely.
Pandering to women online is extremely profitable, both monetarily and in other ways, but I can't stand it because it keeps women delusional. Y'all are gonna hold off on dating, trying to find a man like him when he's not even a man like him. He's telling y'all to find a husband while he's thirst trapping on TikTok for strangers. Let's bring this back to reality. Men know what women want to hear, and so he's saying that on purpose. He's a wannabe Derek Jackson, and to the hundreds of thousands of followers that have fallen for his nonsense, I pity you for being such a dummy.
So I have a yoga membership, so that's $150 a month.
Yeah, that's your job.
I get my hair colored at least once a month.
Okay.
That's about $180. Hair products, $150.
Your responsibility?
Makeup, $300.
Responsibility?
I do go to saunas, $55 a day.
Your responsibility?
And then I'll get a massage like once a month.
Are you gonna pay for his house and car? Can men just make a huge list and start listing it off like it's your responsibility? Like, I just don't get this. You're supposed to go and date to get to know people, not just so you can extract from them. Are you kidding me?
I've never once met a good man. My entire life, going on almost 32 years, okay? I've never met one genuinely good man. Every single man I have encountered has done something absolutely horrific and minimized it. Every single man that I've encountered is a liar, is a perv, and does not see women as humans.
Just because you haven't met one doesn't mean they don't exist. In fact, there's a lot of them out there. And if you think about all these instances, what's the common denominator? You've never met a good man. It's you. A healthy person takes a step back and is like, okay, why are these types of people coming into my life? What can I fix within myself? And then things start to gradually get better. You saying you've never met a good man just shows that you are probably ruling out all of the good men. You friend zone them, you dump them, you cut them off, maybe they're not super exciting, and you reward the people that bring chaos and problems into your life, that have that horrible reputation. And deep down, you don't want to believe there are good men out there. Because as soon as you admit that to yourself, you can't play the victim card anymore. You have to admit that you ignore red flags, or you tolerated behavior that you knew was wrong. But you chose to stay anyways and punish the men out there that genuinely would have had a good relationship with you. That means you might have qualities that are bringing the toxicness into your relationships that you need to work on. Maybe you don't know how to say you're sorry. Maybe you don't know how to take accountability. Maybe you're writing off good men for silly reasons. Maybe your energy is just off. You're scaring away the good men. Maybe there's a lot of red flags that you haven't realized that you have yet.
A lot of men are very scared to take the risk for love, Sarah.
I would be too.
It's not a safe space.
But there are so many more good men than good women.
Wait, what?
There
Nah,
are so
no, I don't agree.
There are
I
so
don't-
many
No,
more
I don't
good men
agree.
than
Don't
good
piss
women.
me off, Sarah. Don't.
First
don't
of all,
do
there
that.
aren't even as many men as there are women.
my
And then when you break down the amount, and let's not even make it over 100,000. Let's just make it good men that want to love you. Women that are 5 feet tall will literally say, "I can't date a man that's less than 6 feet." What are you talking
There's men
about?
out here that say, I don't want to date a woman without a fat. That's the like.
Men don't usually say that.
Yeah,
They do
men
not
don't
say
say
that.
that.
No, they don't.
Bro,
They
yes,
smash women
they
with
do.
fat booties.
What
They do
side
not. They
Oh my
smash,
God. Oh my
Anissa,
God.
They smash the women with
Oh
fat
my
booties.
God.
They do
I'm about
not
to get so
usually
mad.
wife the women
Oh
with
my
fat
God.
booties, unless they're just a fit-looking fat booty. They do wife those too. So
Right, BBLs get wifed a lot. I don't know what
No,
y'all
they don't.
talking
No, they
about.
don't.
BBLs is not getting white.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Who?
Oh my God.
Who?
They getting sectioned and hookah.
That's a lie.
That's it.
Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know this woman. But it's just like there's so many women.
No, there's not so many, and that's why you're struggling to name another woman.
I'm 34. I'll be 35 in almost a month. I have a good job. I have a good career. I'm a kind, loving person. I'm a good friend. I bike for myself. I moved to LA 11 years ago, and I have not asked anyone for a single thing in my life. I worked for everything that I have, and I'm failing at relationships.
So right off the bat, I think what she's giving is strong, independent woman vibes. Even though she's talking low, just look at her aesthetic. She looks really nice. You know, she takes care of herself. which that's not a giveaway. But if you're failing at relationships, that means there's something out there, in my opinion. Not necessarily that's wrong with you. It's like, oh, you're the problem. But maybe you're looking at relationships in a way that you should revise your point of view. And that's what it sounds like right off the bat.
Are you good at cooking?
Yeah, I consider myself really good at cooking.
You might have to put that to the test.
Okay, sure.
Nice little spot. Like, I love what y'all done with the place. You know what they be saying online about you, right?
What?
They say you don't be seasoning your chicken.
I won't add like salt to anything.
I knew it.
Look, it smells so good.
Oh, hell no.
Does it smell good?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah.
No! Wow, look at us. What is this called? What do you call
Chicken
this?
stir.
Oh.
Are you scared of it? What's wrong?
Hold on, like, let me brace myself for the flavor or lack thereof. And I'm about to.
You know, in my mood, you could leave.
Wait, I didn't say anything. Yes, it's good. No, I'm
The door's right there.
What? Gay?
Feminine.
Okay.
Very feminine. And be like, oh, that's because, he was raised by a single mother.
Bruh,
that's because he didn't have his father in his life to lead him and show him how men supposed to act in their cadence. Why is she blamed for that and not the absent person? It's always on the mother.
Now, the mama told the kids that the daddy didn't care and he wanted to be a deadbeat. But of course, when you talk to the daddy, when that baby go up old and 18, 19 years old, and he go find his daddy, the daddy gonna have a whole different story. You see, your mama was fucking the goddamn security guard. She was fucking, right? Raw. And every time that your daddy tried to come pick you up in the early years after they broke up, your mama wouldn't let him see him unless he brought some money over there. Right? And then your mama called child support and got his license suspended, so he couldn't go to work. So then the nigga get pulled over, get locked up or whatever because he ain't have no license. So now he can't pay child support. Right? Listen, hold on, I'm gonna break it down for you. Okay, now. All right? Now after he get out of jail after a week, guess what? He lost his job. So guess what happened? He go to jail again because he can't pay child support. So now 6 months on, 6 months off, daddy is in jail. That's why you ain't seen your daddy. That's why we blame them guys. Because she ruined his life. All because she wanted to be a hoe and the security guard. I ain't gonna lie, you went first. Hey, you did your one too. I got out the way after a minute or two bombs. At this point, I'm starting to think some of y'all just like to be broke. At this point, I'm thinking that y'all love to go to this job that you hate. $20,000 monthly. My content course is only $20 to teach you exactly what I did to make this. $20, $20,000 a month. $20, $20,000 a month. It's not rocket science. Everybody has that. Kids have $20. DM, # content, or just comment content below. Right here. Just comment content on this video, and I'm going to send you the exact course. Now, if you want more personalized information, we can get on the line directly. But the course is just $20 to make $20,000. Quit that job, click this link, and let's get rich. The ugly money.
What do you feel about that hitting the wall phrase?
I think it's an accurate depiction of a natural phenomenon. I think that women do reach a certain point in their life where their value, when I say value, I mean value in the eyes of men specifically, does decrease when they reach a certain age. In terms of fertility, obviously you're older, you're not as attractive, but also like you've had more life experience, and I think the majority of men want a woman that hasn't had a lot of life experience because they want to build that life with you.
Who was going to tell me that only 14 to 15% of men in the US are 6 foot or taller? And girls are out here putting 6 foot as a minimum as a height requirement on dating profiles. No wonder you're not matching with guys. That's a really small population. So I'm 5'7", but I think if you're a girl and you're like 5'9", taller, you get the 6 foot men, and then the rest of us will be fine. So whatever dating profile you're on Cuffed, Hinge, Raya, go on your dating profile and change it. Because I don't know who needs to hear this. There are so many nice guys that aren't 6 foot. We should really that's not the thing we should be looking for, you know?
It's like when you listen to some of these ladies, the way they think is backwards. The way they feel about situations and circumstances is backwards. You be trying to talk to them about something that's logical and it makes sense, and their thinking on it is completely backwards. It's completely sideways. And so you can't really even have a conversation with them because they're off in la la land somewhere. As silly as you can get, and I understand You know, you have the book, old book, men are from Mars, women are from Venus, because we think a totally different way. But what men are asking for is a center, a baseline. Instead of just, some of these modern women out here are just talking stupid. It's not even, it's just dumb. There's nothing else to say about it. It's just a dumb way of thinking.
I learned this from men, actually. Started asking men, do you want to be married? Almost all of them said yes. But they never left out the sentence afterwards, the qualifier. When I meet the right person, if I meet the right person. So I listened very carefully, right? So I started asking the question, what makes a woman the right person for you to marry? There are 12 things on the list that make a person the right person to marry. And none of them are love. Nobody said love. I love her. That was the given. That's the easy part. Loving women is not scarce to them, so they don't have to find a woman to love. They're looking for a woman with complementary strength. And they see a woman that's really, really, really strong, but they don't need to be duplicated. And they don't want to be duplicated. They want to be admired for the ways that they're strong that you aren't. And the only reason they want to be admired by you is because they admire you.
I'll be honest, I wasted time, dated jerks, chased excitement. I'm done with that now. I'm ready for you.
Ready or tired?
That's not fair. I grew up. I want stability. You were always there. You'd be good for me.
There it is. Good for me. Not wanted. Useful.
I'm choosing you.
No. You're settling. That's different.
So what? People settle all the time.
They do. But I don't volunteer to be the safety net. I'm not the guy you pick after the party ends.
You're acting like I'm damaged.
I'm saying you're selling a high mileage story and asking me to pay full price. That's like buying a car with 200,000 miles because it's finally reliable.
Wow, that's cold.
So is paying interest on someone else's fun. I won't finance your past for the promise of leftovers.
So you're just rejecting me?
I'm declining the offer. I'm not a backup plan. I'm not a consolation prize. I'm the destination.
This video is for the women who claim that they want a good God-fearing man and that they love Jesus. And meanwhile, their whole social media platform is based off of lustful content. Let's talk about it. I mean, I was born at night, but not last night. So let's not sit here and pretend like we don't know what you're doing with your gym content. You're intentionally feeding a man's lust for your attention and validation. And this is the part where most women do not want to take accountability. Yes, a man is responsible for his own eyes and where he's looking at, but you also need to be accountable for your actions and how you are presenting yourself and showing up and putting that lustful content right in front of him. Now, men, I'm going to speak to you for a moment. You cannot claim to be a good God-fearing man. Meanwhile, you are engaging, you are liking, you are following this type of content. You're participating in it. And there's a difference between being seen and making yourself the temptation. So fellas, guard your eyes, and ladies, carry yourself with honor. Jesus is not an aesthetic, he's Lord.
Women hurt men that they're jealous of, okay? Because when she knows that you're a good man, you're a strong man, she also understands that you wouldn't truly like her for who she is, so she's going to try to manipulate you, disrespect you. She knows if you truly got to know her for who she is, you're going to lose interest and find a better girl. So what she's going to do is try to break you down, make you feel insecure, make you feel anxious by not texting you specifically or doing all these things, making you spiral in your mind about her because it makes her feel confident. It gives her the validation that she's better than you and you won't go for other options. A woman's biggest fear is you marrying another girl, especially a girl who's hotter than her and better than her. She is jealous of you. She is insecure about you, which explains why she is so adamant about hurting you over and over again. Just leave. 101 coaching in bio.
Yo, some women get on my nerve. Like, they're over here turning 40, telling me that, oh, I can't find a good man, and then they talk to someone and they just stop talking to them, and I'm like, well, what the happened? Oh, well, I asked him what he was doing and he told me he was eating chicken wings. Okay, and that was it. He was eating chicken wings. You stopped talking to him because he was eating chicken wings? No, he should have like ate something healthier. Like, I want my guy to eat something healthy. The guy wants chicken wings. You just stop talking to a guy for eating chicken wings. That's why you 40 and single. Like, what do you mean they ain't good guys? He's not a good guy because he eats chicken wings? Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, I just want to give advice to women out there because I'm a little bit seasoned. If you have a good man, don't think you're going to find a better man somewhere else or leave him for a career. That's stupid as fuck. If you have a good man, stay with him and build with him and just be happy with what you have. Stop thinking there's something better. There isn't. There's not anything better out there. Stay with the good man because we get bored and we're like, oh, you know, maybe I want to fuck with this athlete. They're anyway.
Well, not according to a lot of these females online who are trying to recruit other females and making sure that they stay single, making sure that they're decentering men. In fact, they're telling them that, look, there's always a better man out there. So if you're in a relationship and you have a small argument, something very, very, very tiny, right? You should leave him and go find somebody out there that's better than him.
What's good, bro?
That's my friend.
Friend? In your room?
Yeah, why not?
Like friend, like what you mean? Like, does he like crack that or like?
No, never.
Sound God. See? Yeah. You want to laugh? Yeah.
Listen, he's my friend, but he still cracks.
I know. Trust me. I know. I don't know why you tried lying. Like.
You should have asked this question like 2 weeks ago. He could have been like, oh god.
Oh, so he just recently just cracked.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you got a boyfriend or no?
No. I recently broke up.
How recent?
Like 3 months.
Was he still your friend during that time?
They're roommates.
You guys have a great mother night. I'm done. I'm done.
No broke boys, no new friends. I'm not put you give me my test. Ain't no lie, ain't no shade, but come.
Congratulations, you found a clown. He's literally on his knees juggling like a jester. I need you to really understand something. Security is knowing what you want and not accepting anything less and being confident enough to voice that and express how they feel. Being insecure is allowing somebody to do anything in fear they might leave you, which is why you find most OF girls dating people who look like this. They always find a completely weak man who is utterly insecure with himself in order for them to be able to do whatever they feel like doing, and then they wonder why their boyfriends don't protect them. Literally, they just use these guys as shelters, right? Oh, I'm done partying, time to go back to his house. That's pretty much what you date these men for, and we can be honest about it and open. I mean, it's their fault for allowing it to happen, so I'm degrading them as well, morons. It's really not a flex because you will never get a man that can truly protect you, take care of you, and give you the life that you want. You can find a man that allows you to experience the men you wish you could have. You have the man that allows you to get and dumped by these types of men, but you will never have that lavish lifestyle every day you wake up. It'll always be a fleeting moment, and it will always be a constant chase. Who's the next man? Because once somebody already had you, guess what? You're used up. So now you got to find another rich man. It will always be an endless cycle of you not having enough. And you thinking that these men flying you out and buying you stuff so they can nut on your back and send you home means that you have access to these men, but you don't. You are just pretty enough to get used by them.
And if I ask for a back massage, I want it to only be a back massage.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Yeah,
a good one.
Yeah, well, if I got time to do all that.
No. We're laying in bed watching TV and I want a good masseuse level back massage without you thinking anything else is going to happen.
Mm.
I need that.
I'll attempt it.
You've tried it and failed.
When he asks for dinner, he wants it to only be dinner. Michelin star level dinner, no yapping and no gossip about your coworkers. See, two people can play at this.
Would you get married if divorce was illegal?
Absolutely not.
Why?
You think you know somebody, and then you spend 5 years with them, and then you marry them,
and then a few months later, they show you who they really are.
Do you think women would still get married if divorce was illegal?
I mean, it'd be less. It'd be less likely.
So why should a woman have an escape plan but a man shouldn't?
I mean, it's a valid question, to be fair. I hadn't thought about it, but yeah, valid question.
If they wanted to, they would.
Shut up! Shut up, okay? Oversimplification is disgusting. Quite literally, it is not all about you. Everyone has their own life, their own problems, and their own priorities. Okay? Don't allow social media to let you forget that you are not the only person walking on this planet.
You know, there was a woman talking about, I am Nigerian. I think she was from the UK. I'm a Nigerian through and through, until I actually went to Nigeria and I saw the culture there. I saw I'm not submissive enough. I thought I was, and that's what I'm saying. Right? These modern women be going to therapy and they be doing a whole bunch of all of this other stuff. And then when you, because men be telling you, but you just don't listen. You're not who you think you are. You're not what you think you are. And I went to college, I go to church, I do all of these things, I pray every 3 hours, or morning, noon, and night. You're not who you think you are. Regardless of if you're doing all that stuff, you are not who you think you are. Period, end of story. And I'm not gonna, a Nigerian man wants you to submit. He wants you, when he says to jump, he wants you to say how high. What if my knee hurts? What if this, and this? I'm sure he can see that your knee hurts. So that wouldn't even enter the conversation, because you say, well, my leg hurts, right? Oh, okay. All right, well, later. I think it translates into giving direction. If I say, okay, we need to do this, we need to go here. And then you say, oh, well, I can't because of legitimate excuse or a legitimate reason. Okay, well, let's work around that. But then you always have a legitimate excuse for something. Oh, he's not going to be telling me when and where I can go, and not being able to go to the club. Bingo. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's not Nigerian men, and it's not Nigerian women. It's not the Nigerian culture. It's that you want to go out there and do something that you're not supposed to be doing.